the best game I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, and it is blocked, and Maple Mountain takes it up and it will run it all the way. Touchdown, Maple Mountain. It's Jaron Hall, the cannon.
Welcome to Maple Mountain football. We'll get right into it. Jaron Hall over the middle, and that is complete, but he looks like he's down with about a gain of 5. I want to welcome you to FCN Channel 16 coverage of Maple Mountain versus Corner Canyon High School out of Draper. Tonight's game is brought to you by Two Jacks Pizza, MVP Sports, The Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, and SFCN. Thanks for joining us tonight. And here's the next snap. Trips right, one back, and one wide to his left. Here's Jaron Hall.
Push the graphic.
Drops back, looking deep, right over the middle, and that's for a first down right to midfield, and that's to Dawson Butler. Last week, Butler had 2 receptions for 34 yards, averaging 17 a catch, and that's a good start to the night for Butler. They'll once again go 4 wide on the right hash, twins to each side, and a man in the backfield for Jaron Hall. Looking at a stout defensive line from Corner Canyon, and they're coming. And on another run right up the gut, similar to last time, about 2 yards. That's how the very first play of the game went. One of the concerns tonight is going to be the run game. There's a stout line, and the run game wasn't supremely successful last week, aside from a big run by Jaron Hall. But I think there's a lot to be said for that second week in getting cohesive as a line, and we'll see how they come out running tonight. Throwing once again. This is deep and a little far outside for James Wilson. They'll be looking at about 3rd and 7 right here. Again, welcome you out tonight. Jump right into the game, but looking at a 1-0 Maple Mountain versus an 0-1 Corner Canyon. They lost last week to Pleasant Grove. After going undefeated last regular season, they lost 28-19 last week. Just in the 3rd year of existence is Corner Canyon. Came out of Alta High School. Looking at another snap, trips left, stacked on the right hash. Looking at pressure at Hall, he gets it away. Jump ball, and it's picked off. That's picked off by number 3, Nate Cutler of the Corner Canyon Chargers. Check this out one more time. He just kind of puts it up there. He has some big receivers, but that one, the corner gets the positioning and jumps right up in front of Harrison Casper and brings it down. And Corner Canyon will have the ball with pretty decent field position, starting on their own 35. Their quarterback is Kyle Reevely. He had 2 playoff wins last year. There's a handoff and around the corner. He eventually gets beat, and the cavalry comes from Maple Mountain to get the tackle after a gain of about 4. Last year, their starter went down in the first round of the playoffs, and Reevely was able to take them to 2 playoff victories before getting beat up pretty badly in the semifinals. Back to the line, trips right, 1 left. Similar formations, but coming from under center. Here's Reevely. Handoff once again, and a little bit of a stumble there. And little gain. The ball may have been loose. It looks like he held on to it, and they're going to give him the progress for a 1-yard gain. Running the ball so far tonight has been Tyler Critchfield for the Chargers.
Push the graphic.
If you flex a tackle, so the backers are going up.
Moving quickly again, Critchfield and Reevely in the backfield. Trips left, starting on the right hash. Quick slant, and looked like there was just a bit of timing. That was for number 88, Trevor Miller, the tight end, and it was a well-constructed play, just a single step, throw to the slant, and it wasn't there. So Maple Mountain's defense starts out the night very well, and after a 5 plays or 6 plays, they're going to look at a punt from the Chargers. Back to receive for Maple Mountain. Well, they just switched it out. It was Connor McKell. And now back there is Carter Shaw. Oh, I'm sorry. He's the up back. It's a nice punt. Comes spinning, and it takes a bad bounce in favor of the Chargers. And they'll down that at about the 21-yard line. The ball looked like it might skip right into the returner, but it kind of went sideways and dipped. Stayed out of danger, and there'll be a long field for Maple Mountain. See if they can put a drive together. Last week, a lot of success through the air. Jaron Hall was 16 for 26, a 61% completion rate. He had 173 yards, and he was responsible for 2 touchdowns through the air as well as 1 with his feet. A lot of weapons, twins each way, and 1 in the backfield. Quick throw out, and after a little bit of a stumble, Wilson putting the block down out there, and that play goes for about 5 yards. And that was Edwards. Edwards had a good week last week, had a couple of handoffs. Receiving, he had 3 catches for 23 yards, so a good almost 8 yards per catch last week. Look for him to be a dual threat. Trips right, shotgun once again.
To bring the X3.
And then a swing out to Edwards, and he gets smacked by his counterpart, number 2 of the Chargers, and that's Dallin Lee.
Lost a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 coming up here for the Golden Eagles. Couple of good preset plays and haven't gone for big yardage yet. There's a lot of size on the side of Corner Canyon, and I think the speed's on the side of Maple Mountain, so we'll see if they can orchestrate a play here that's going to get them an opportunity at a fresh set of downs. Looks like the blitz coming. It is. 3 linebackers coming. He takes it long for Edwards and picked off again. One more time, and he's on his feet. He's down, and he's going to get swallowed up at what would have been the 1st-yard marker, about the 31-yard line. So consecutive drives ending in interceptions for Maple Mountain, and that was Braxton Kuhn for Corner Canyon. And thus far, Jaron's been flustered a couple times and put a couple balls up, and that one did not go his way. So now a short field to work with for Corner Canyon.
Hey, you guys want scones in here, anybody?
I'll take a scone.
Okay.
And here's a handoff to number 19, and he gets all the way outside, and he makes his way almost to a 1st down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy, depending where the referee spots him right here.
Blackthorn makes the tackle. It's going to be a 1st down for Chargers.
And they will go ahead and give him the 1st down. Nifty bit of running there from the Chargers. Here to come back with fresh set of downs at the 23-yard line.
That's a good plan. Well, don't tell me how much you know. It's cool.
Trips left, 3-step drop from Reevely.
How are you going to come back with pressure on
The ball gets tipped at the line and nobody home.
That last one worked to get one guy through.
2nd and 10.
But it was like we had to burn the whole thing to pop one guy. Okay, you bet.
The tight end under center, this time more of a power I formation. Running back gets the ball off tackle, and he is swallowed up by Maple Mountain. Nice step up, no longer letting those holes open up. And I do apologize, a correction, number 9 and number 19 are both quarterbacks, but I've been saying Kyle Reevely, and he's been running the ball and doing some other things, and the primary back has been Hayden Borg doing the work, 5'11", 160 pounds in the backfield. Number 9 out there. Right now, wide out, you'll see Kyle Reevely in the middle of the trips formation. to the left of Chase Meyer, or to the right of Chase Meyer, number 20. Back to the shotgun, looking to throw. Flushed outside, and he's going to go ahead and run, try and pick up a chunk of yards, and he's shoved out of bounds. I'm not sure if he went out the first time, but it looks like they give him the second shove out, and that's Peyton Pond who gets him out of there. So 4th down, about 6 yards from the 20, just inside the red zone. And they'll attempt a field goal. Connor Everly on the kick. It's going to be about a 37-yard field goal. It's up. And it's good. Top over top spin, but the Chargers get on the board first with that kick.
Right backer's holding up fine. Okay? Okay, he's been in on both dives. Okay?
Maple Mountain will have another chance to return here. Thus far, a couple of interceptions. Really haven't had a chance to have a drive stall yet. Going to see some variance in the play call maybe. Settle down a little bit and start getting some completions. Back to return are Edwards. And it looks like Connor McKell is back there as well.
Edwards and Hooper back to receive. Edwards to do the kicking.
Kick.
We're on the 5-yard line.
And that's going to be a fake reverse. And he's going to be up the sideline, and he gets all the way to the line. Kicker to beat. He gets shoved out, but a great return at about the 40-yard line. Finally, the kicker, Connor Ebling, had to shove him out. But a great return right there from Quinn Hooper, it looked like.
Okay, here's the thing. In the right side of the pickup, he came down hard inside.
So a lot better field position this time for Maple Mountain. See if the play calling gets mixed up, but they're going to huddle up and get some plays called, get a plan in there, and they're spurred on by being down by a few points and get themselves in the end zone here. Twins each side, starting on the left hash. Edwards in motion. The handoff straight up the middle, and he gets met at the line, and that's going to be a loss of 3 yards. The run game did have a tough time last week against Woods Cross. Hall had 8 carries for 32 yards, and most of that came off of one big run, and a few sacks made that number smaller. Edwards had 3 carries for 9 yards. Casper had 4 for 2 yards. Jackman had 3 carries for -1 yard. So overall as a team, 24 carries for only 53 yards. So just a 2.2 yard average. See if the running game kicks up this week. Jaron Hall on the sprint out. He's taking himself the whole way. The corner gets taken. He moves back inside one more time and gets himself all the way to the 40-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain from Jaron Hall, who's able to catch the corner. Great block on the end. Didn't let the defensive end hold it. Check this out one more time. Takes the ball. He looks to throw on the sprint out, and it's really him all the way. Tucks the ball and then makes some smart moves outside and then inside on 2 men before he's finally taken down. And that's a huge momentum. First big play of the game for Maple Mountain. See if they can keep this going. That'll help the run game. That'll open up the middle when you keep those defensive ends aware of the outside possibilities. Here's a throw outside, and he's got it and going all the way down. 20, 15, 10. Pushed out at about the 5. Great work by Harrison Casper, taking that all the way to the sideline, and he turned it up to another gear, almost got himself into the end zone. See this one more time. Jaron Hall sees it, simple read, out, and Casper does the rest. Here we go, sprint out right one more time. and easy peasy over the middle. That is my man Dawson Butler, open in the corner of the end zone. Cornerback got behind him, kept his eyes wandering, and Jaron Hall saw him, hit him, and what a great drive. Big plays, very efficient throws and runs, awesome yards after the catch, and runs around the outside from the Golden Eagles, and now they are rolling. See if they can tack it on. Tanner Dayton here at Adward on last week. He was 3 for 3 for extra points and had 3 touchbacks. So great work from Tanner Dayton.
Or he says it was about this, or you look and you try.
Looks like he put that one through as well. Now 7-3 with 4:17 left. Maple Mountain is up 7. Corner cross, Sue with 3. See if the defense can turn up the heat. One of the concerns with a team like Corner Canyon, they have a lot of size and a lot of strength. They're actually only returning 2 starters, 1 defensive back and 1 man on the line who's playing both ways. Keaton Bills, he's a beast, but they just said we have a lot of size, we have a lot of confidence in our talent, but those guys have to put up. So returning from an undefeated season where they left, they got beat up in the semifinals, but undefeated regular season, coming back, bringing back only 2 starters. They believe they have a lot of talent in the pipeline. And Coach Birkinshaw said this is going to be a tougher game. And last week, Maple Mountain got away with one. They faced a team that was able to get some drives together. So we'll see, this is going to be a big victory if they can pull it off and continue driving. Here's the kick, and it looks like a touchback nearly through the uprights. Fantastic kicking from Tanner Dayton these first couple of weeks. So we'll see the Chargers come back. And remember, they started with really good field position, so not a lot of yards given up so far by the Golden Eagles. See if they can stand stout. See Nufe's ready. He's quiet last week. No tackles registered for him on defense. He's, of course, playing both ways, working hard, but I think he wants to get himself in the backfield, see if he can turn it up tonight. From under center, here's a snap, run right up the middle. He's swallowed up, and who's he holding on to? It's a Nufe. Also, number 44 in on that, Zach Maurer. He did have a few tackles last week, and I think he wants to make up for that penalty. That he had a personal foul last week, and those guys are going to bring it from that 3-man line. Swallowed up that run play, back to shotgun with trips right on the short side of the field, 1 out wide left. Dropping back to throw. It's over the middle, pretty textbook, and that's going to go for about 22 yards. Meyer on the catch. That was a pretty simple slant, and I think Peyton Pond just got to be on him sooner. Be ready for the one-on-one battle on the outside. They took the wide side of the field and threw an open slant, but he was swallowed up pretty quickly after the catch, but fresh sticks for Corner Canyon.
He's offside. There you go.
And looks like we're going to have an offside penalty here.
Offside penalty against Maple Mountain.
And Maple Mountain will turn that from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 5.
Ball to 46.
Their own 46. 2nd and 5, apologize. I think that should be 1st and 5, yeah. Sorry about that, the 6 went wrong, and I was like, did I miss a play? Right up the middle, a hard-nosed run, 1st down right there, 6 yards from the Corner Canyon running back, Tyler Critchfield.
If the guy were sweeping, that's a great
1st and 10 for the Chargers.
1st and 10 now in Golden Eagle territory. A little bit of a drive coming together here for the Chargers. Borg is in shotgun, twins each side from the right hash. Looks like we have a timeout coming. Nope, another offsides on Maple Mountain. So on consecutive sets of downs, the Golden Eagles give free yardage to Borg and the Chargers.
Okay.
Here's Borg, and it'll be a handoff right up the middle, right off that right side guard, and there's a battle right there, right at the first down marker, and it's going to be pretty close. We'll see where they mark the play, but just a straight ahead bullish run and a good battle, but Maple Mountain ends up with the better of that one after the momentum push by the Chargers. They're able to stop it, and it's going to be second and less than a foot for the Chargers. Under center, looks like this might be a battle right up the middle once again. Borg steps back. He's got plenty of time, flushed out left now with Maurer giving run, and he's going to head out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this. It's going to be a similar spot, it looks like. The far referee's spot looks like it's going to be a first down. And they will have the first down, but good job. That's a secondary trophy right there. Given their defensive line enough time to get past those initial blocks, flush out the quarterback, and he's barely able to get a couple feet. But a fresh set of downs, getting a little bit deeper into Maple Mountain territory. Here's Borg. One man out each way, two tight ends. Critchfield right up the middle. He's held up, finds another gap, pushes forward, and then he gets slaughtered by a group of Maple Mountain. They throw him down past the line of scrimmage, but he'll get 2 yards with forward progress. So the line getting a little bit more stout, maybe getting a little bit more read into the blocking scheme of the Chargers.
Second and 8, ball at the 36-yard line.
Now the first quarter's winding down, about 1:10 left. The Chargers are moving the ball down 7-3. Here's Borg, trips right, steps back. Once again, over the middle on that slant, moving forward. Exact play they ran earlier. It just puts the corner in a one-on-one battle, and the position has been won both times thus far by Chase Meyer. Clock's running from 52 seconds. Chargers moving once again just inside the red zone. There's a handoff right up the middle. He gets tripped up. A good job of penetration there from Maple Mountain's Gerard Blanthorn. Blanthorn led the team in tackles last week with 7, including 3 for a loss and 1 sack. So Blanthorn has been a big factor, and he gets into the backfield, and there was a little bit of a hole for Critchfield, so he does a good job of limiting that to a 1-yard gain.
Kick out on that check 3 to the bunch, guys. Hey, Jim, remind them of that.
Here's Borg back. He's looking once again, and battle in the end zone. Both guys have their hands on the ball.
Goes to the receiver.
And it's an interception from Maple Mountain, and they're still fighting for it. They both want it, and after Chase Meyer won that battle a couple times, getting the positioning on a slant, but this time it goes the Golden Eagles' way. Get an interception on the other side. Carter Shaw gets his revenge and gets his boys the ball back after the Chargers were driving down. Fantastic piece of work, and a ball that was really up for grabs. Shaw able to take it away.
Okay, Mike. Every other series they've opened with a lead play.
So Maple Mountain will regroup for the second quarter, and 7-3 with the lead. We'll come back in just a moment.
Come up to the box and get your treat.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Sorry. We got him.
Sorry about that. We're back after a near interception from Jaron throwing off his back foot, and it just almost got taken down, but the diving catch was not to be. It hit the ground. So second life, but 3rd and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Jaron sprints out. It looks like he's going to take himself. He is sweeping outside, looking for a lane back inside. He's going to bring it complete opposite field, and he's got room to run. Here he goes. He's on the 40. He's on the 50. Now in Charger territory. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Once again, Jaron Hall with the big run. No flags on the field. He reverse field 100%, and he was able to find a gap and use his superior speed. Takes it all the way. Consecutive weeks with just a huge run for Maple Mountain. See how he does this one more time. It's a long play, moves outside, following his blockers. Nothing there, but all the momentum from the Chargers out one way. He brings it back and takes it to the house. Man, Jaron Hall showing his athleticism. Already 3 read option or quarterback keepers called. There were only a couple called all of last night, so they're putting the ball in the hands of their best player, and that time able to do it. Nobody disciplined on the right side of the Chargers, which it was a tough way to reverse field, but he found the edge and took it all the way. Man, reversing momentum, you're never going to catch a guy like that. Superb run by Jaron Hall.
There was
Looks like the touchdown is good. Not sure what the refs are discussing there. It was a sideline warning. Sideline warnings are like punishing NFL players for dunking the ball over the uprights. You're going to get excited, and I guess you caution them, but I would have gotten excited on the sideline too. Big play from Jaron Hall, and we'll see if they can tack it on to make it a 2-touchdown to 1 field goal lead. Tanner Dayton's out there looking to go 5 for 5 this season on extra points.
That'll be on the film.
On quarter 2, right? And that one is tipped at the line. No good. A block coming on the low kick. The Chargers able to keep 1 point off the board now just by a touchdown, field goal, and extra point. But good work, so much momentum coming. Bigger plays from the Golden Eagles. That one, although mostly on one play, a nice longer drive, and they're pumped up. They're beating a team already with 2 touchdowns after only scoring 21 points last week. They're being a team who plays tough competition and who went to the semifinals last year. They have a lot of talent, a lot of size and strength, and this is how Maple Mountain wants to start out the game. After last week, kind of getting the bugs out and pulling out a victory, tonight they're going to look to run away against a very tough team.
Yep, I will. I counted 11 now.
And Dayton looking for another touchback here.
Okay. We had 4 guys up front. You had 4 guys out there. No, you had 2 guys at 2. No, they were both in the middle.
The penalty is being assessed on the kickoff.
So they'll kick from a little bit deeper for that penalty called on the sideline, kicking from the 25. So probably looking at a return opportunity for the Chargers. See if Maple Mountain stay disciplined in their lanes and get down there and take them down with a minimal return. And it's a beautiful kick all the way to about the 5, even with the extra distance. It's coming out, and he finds a little bit of a seam, and he is going. Finally gets caught from behind after some nifty movement. Maple Mountain able to take him down. Quality field position here for the Chargers. Connor McKell on the tackle.
Mike.
Chargers looking to get a little offensive momentum themselves after they've been put in a little bit of a hole. Maple Mountain defense not allowed a lot of movement.
No, he reversed the entire field.
Shotgun trips right, 1 out left, and he goes to that single wide receiver, which we've been seeing a lot. And looks like that one was incomplete. They've done that 4 or 5 times now, just isolated the receiver away from the trips and tried to get a quick slant. It's gone for 15 and 20 yards. When they tried it with a fly route, it ended up in an interception for Maple Mountain. So a little bit better. That was to the short field, not to their bigger man, but 2nd and 10 now for the Chargers. Here, quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he's going to be twisted up and pulled down. Looks like Maurer pulled him down, and they're going to be looking at a 3rd and long. They did put together a little bit of a drive last time, but turnovers helped turn that situation around, and now Maple Mountain making a nice stand, putting them in a difficult position, and we'll see twins each way from the middle of the field. Here's Borg. And this is a different quarterback now, looking to run, finds a little bit of a seam, hesitates, and he gets swallowed up by several members of Maple Mountain. Looks like Zach Wilson out there at quarterback now for the Chargers. So, informed before the game that we're going to see Reevely. Since then, have seen a couple of different quarterbacks take the ball. It's primarily been Hayden Borg. They gave the chance to Zach Wilson on that drive, and we're going to see a punt from midfield. Quick punt, shanks it outside a little bit, but it's going to be pretty average field position at about the 21-yard line for the Golden Eagles. 9:38 left as we move through the second quarter. 13-3, Maple Mountain leads Corner Canyon. And here's the Golden Eagles with a fresh set of downs, looking to add to that lead. At this point, probably want to get a long, sustained drive and try and assert the dominance, get more points on the board, and move the game along. Butler wide right with Edwards, left Wilson. Jaron Hall taking the snaps as usual. Quick drop out to Wilson, picks it up right off the ground. A little bit low on the throw, but a quality 4-yard toss there. Out to right on the 25.
Gain 4 yards, it's 2nd and 6, ball to 25.
So AC, Edwards, and Butler right. Wilson alone left. Here's Hall, running back swinging. Wilson was not looking for the ball at that point. Looked like he might be blocking. Hesitated, just wasn't turning for it. It goes incomplete, and they'll be looking at about 3rd and 6. Here's a snap, 3-step drop. Hit a little bit of time, missed on the first pump, flush, missed on the second pump, throws across his body, and open is a crossing, Dawson Butler. Wow, that's a great job by Butler finding space after his route must have broken down a couple times. 2 pumps from Maple Mountain, and finally puts it across the field. A little bit of a dangerous throw, but he gets it in a spot where one of his big men is able to grab it. Good job there from Darren Hall, using athleticism to get open. Twice tonight he's turned broken plays into good situations. That one a quick throw outside. Flags come before the snap. It was a short play that won't mean much to James Wilson.
There was no play. Timeout was called by Corner Canyon.
Timeout Corner Canyon before that one. Lot of success thus far coming from Maple Mountain. Probably want to take a moment and get their guys back to the sideline. I'm going to give a shout out during this timeout to our sponsors, MVP Sports, your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. They're at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. You can also find them at MVPSportsUtah.com. They have convenient, easy silk screening services. They have sweatshirts, caps, tote bags, everything you need for a team or a business. And they, of course, sponsor our MVP of the game, and we'll keep our eye out. Thus far, already a couple guys stepping up big for the Golden Eagles. Very MVP worthy. So So 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Jaron Hall and the boys looking to get out there. 8:40 left in the game with a 10-point lead, looking to add to it.
What do we got? What's your call?
Twins each way. Quick handoff right up the middle, and he gets stood up at the line. Said that there's that stout line, and there's been some success running, and that may have opened back up at that time. The Chargers get the better of the run, and it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Golden Eagles.
There you go. And kick them out if you can.
Here's Hall, trips left, all alone on the outside was Wilson, and he tosses this up and out, and it's picked off again. And coming outside, back inside, a couple hands get on him, and finally taken down with his 2nd interception of the night is Braxton Kuhn. And that one again, Jaron Hall kind of puts it up over the middle, and there were a lot more white jerseys in the area, and his receiver didn't quite have an eye on the ball in time. And then a few extra yards after the interception.
Okay.
So good field position, down by 10. Here come the Chargers, trips right, one out left. Borg is back in at quarterback. 3-step drop over the middle to a wide open Cutler. And that was just a fly route, and he moved right past Maple Mountain. Back there on defense was Carter Shaw, who had the interception in the end zone a couple drives ago. Unfortunately, this one, as you can see, just not just a step, but a few steps there for the Chargers. And Nate Cutler gets his team within 3 points, and a quick change of fortune after an interception and then a quick touchdown. That one-on-one matchup has been gold. No safety got over and just got beat that time. Here's the extra point, and that is good. So with 3-point lead now for the Golden Eagles after the Chargers find a mismatch and take advantage of it. 7:45 left before halftime, and a game that saw a lot of momentum moving the Eagles' way is now more of a stagnate, a little bit more of a battle. And I don't think you ever expect to run away with a game, but with a couple opportunities to go up by 3 scores. Now Maple Mountain, maybe they need it brought down a little bit, and they're going to have to come up big and try and advance that lead once again. Back to return, see Butler and Quinn Hooper, wide receiver and defensive back, a senior. And those guys will see if they can put Maple Mountain in a good spot to get a big return and get themselves back into scoring position and re-extend that lead after it looked like they were going to have the opportunity to put the Chargers down by quite a bit. Connor Ebling with the kick.
Short.
And it's very short, but Hooper comes up to grab it, moves around, fakes the reverse, trying to get to the edge, moves up through a few guys, and he gets hit pretty good right there at the 20. So touchback field positioning for the Golden Eagles, see if they can put a drive together and keep the ball in their hands and extend this lead. And they'll move it forward to the 22, it looks like, after initially marked down at the 20. 21.
Coach, how do you signal spots?
Jordan Larson, man in the backfield tonight with Jaron Hall. And the call is his, and he finds a little gap right up the middle. Nifty little moves and finds his way, but a lot of laundry coming. It looks like there might have been a hold up front. Nate Cutler on the tackle.
Look at the scoreboard.
Looks the call is going to be a hold on Maple Mountain. And that'll move them back to a 1st and 20.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been doing the other one.
Oh, I thought you knew football.
No.
You were saying you were sharing the game with him. Yeah, there you go.
With Tanner? Yeah.
Petey's at a 4, a 2.
Now I know, thank you.
Okay, Petey's at the 3.
Tell Pete those mistakes were
Make
mine.
that call one more time. Pick up the laundry and walk it back. The Golden Eagles are ready to go.
Mike has his headset off.
Starting now from just inside the 12-yard line.
That end's got a loop, man.
With the penalty, the ball is placed back at the 11-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 21.
So now a big, long field for the Golden Eagles. We'll see if they can put together a nice drive, get some more of those big plays. The Chargers have been reading more into the outside runs, but that last play they were able to show they could open up the inside and get Larson some yards.
We got doubles in there, though.
Ball is at the 13. It's 1st
So
and
from the left hash, twins to each side. Larson in the backfield. Here's Jaron Hall. He looks right outside, gets the ball to Butler. Butler fakes inside, comes back outside, gets to the sideline, and able to fight his way, looks like, for about 3 yards. A lot of those hitches and little swing outs from receivers in these first couple weeks, and you see, starts from about 5 yards back, able to make some leeway is Butler. So 2nd and 7. And offsides there on the defensive end for the Corner Canyon Chargers. That's Sean Stockwell, who jumped, got a little anxious. And after being in a rough position down at the 11, not only did Butler get them 3 yards past the original line of scrimmage, but with a penalty, now they're in a very manageable 2nd and 2. So from 1st and 20 to 2nd and 2, a nice series of events here. A lot more manageable position for Maple Mountain. $7:19 left to go. 2nd and 2, 13-10. Maple Mountain leads. Looking for the play call here from the right hash. Twins each way once again. Jaron Hall switches Larson's sides.
I think he's out of time.
Ball comes, not seeing anybody, steps up looking. Oh, and he tries to toss it over. It's intercepted and taken down. It looks like all the way will go Dallin Lee. So a touchdown for the Chargers on the 4th interception of the night. And if we check this out, step back Jaron Hall. He makes way, steps up, and tries to just give a little toss over and just into the hands of a leaping Dallin Lee, and he takes it to the house for the Chargers. Good creative thought from Hall, but he put the ball in a dangerous situation, and the lead now belongs to the visiting squad. Corner Canyon up 16-13, and then they can tack one more on here. It looks like there may be an injury
Quarterback's down. He tried to make the tackle.
on the sideline. Jaron Hall, it looks like, is the one down, and he's back up. His team's out there on the line with their helmets off, and they're going to give him a round of applause.
Hey, Dallin Lee did a hell of a job there.
Jaron Hall, a big athlete, too competitive to sit back, went out there to try and get the tackle to make up for his mistake, and he's going to come to the sideline, and we'll try and keep you updated, see if that injury is going to cause any issues or if he just needs to shake off a stinger. Huge blow for Maple Mountain if this results in any missed time.
Was Reevely out there?
Shout out to the training crew from Maple Mountain who got out there very quickly. We were all focused on the touchdown, and
Guys coming in for it.
they did everything they could, and I'm sure they'll take good care of Jaron Hall. And it looks like he's talking to coach, not quite headed to the training table, so hopefully he's in good shape. Connor Ebling tacks on the extra point, now a 4-point lead for the visiting Corner Canyon Chargers. So Maple Mountain able to make some big plays, score some points, getting some key stops, but also the turnovers have been hurting, and there have been a lot of interceptions, some back foot throws in that time. Just a missed decision from Jaron Hall as he tried to put it over Dallin Lee, and unfortunately Dallin Lee does the smart thing, gets up, gets that ball, and now Maple Mountain will play from behind. Clearly, if they can get those plays moving, they had a series of things that were working, going outside, and then giving Jaron the ball, and all of that was productive, and the mistakes are what's hurting them. So if they can be turnover free, I think they've got the advantage on both sides of the ball to be able to come back and win this game. Hooper, and this will actually be Casper coming back out, and he went in as hard as he could. Men waiting for him at the 20. Blockers got a little far ahead of him, not much of a seam, and he just took a man on. He went all-out football, and he'll be at the 20-yard line.
You got Sean, you got Dylan, and you got...
So Jaron Hall is back out there, so a little bit of a delay to get him up, but rub some dirt on it, walk it off. He's back out there, and I think he feels... I don't know what he feels, but I think he's got something to prove here. Come out and try and move his boys along. Quick throw outside to Edwards, and Edwards drops it. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up with 6:57 left to go in the half. Hall's looking for the next call. I think the Eagles want to get this moving along and try and get the ball back in their favor.
Back in, that's why. Let's get him. Come on. You made the right call.
Butler, Edwards, Casper outright. Larson in the backfield. Here's Jaron Hall. Looked like a little drop, flushed out. Tried to throw this back shoulder and over the head of Butler. Butler did get a hand on it, and it looked like the defender from Corner Canyon may have caught his face mask a little bit, pulled him down a little bit, and Butler didn't take that well, give him a shove back, and the laundry comes, and a lot of times when you're the reactor, the call ends up coming down on you. We'll see which way this one goes.
Flex them. You can flex them.
And Maple Mountain's backed up. It looked like it will go against them.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Maple Mountain.
Butler, it did seem, got a little extra shove or pull. I don't know if it was incidental or not from the Corner Canyon corner, but he got up and retaliated, and often the retaliation is going to get the penalty, and something you just got to be able to keep your temper down and prove what you can do before the whistle. So backed up once again, 3rd and 20.
He's going to roll. He's just going to let it fly.
Here comes Jaron Hall in the Maple Mountain. It looks like Jaron's giving some instructions. Such a good leader out there, making sure that the call's going to give his team the best opportunity, and he wants to make sure he got the right play, and he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. So with 6:49 left, we've got a timeout here for Maple Mountain, looking to get some points back before the half. And while we're in that timeout, let you guys know who helps us be here. We appreciate everyone who watches. You can always watch online. If you're not in Spanish Fork, you can go to sfcn.org, and we're always streaming live, and that's channel 17 for Spanish Fork, channel 16 for Maple Mountain. SFCN always trying to make sure that they keep the community up and give you the opportunity to watch these games, so check us out. And someone who makes that possible is the Car Guys on 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. or at thecarguysut.net. We've got great prices on vehicles in Spanish Fork. They have knowledgeable sales reps that are committed to providing you with a no-pressure buying experience. They want to be the go-to dealer for pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So for everyone living in the Spanish Fork area, they're going to find the vehicle that meets your needs. So thanks again to the Car Guys, who help us do football every week, and now we're getting back to football, 3rd and 20 for the Golden Eagles. Crowd's getting into it. First time they've been a little loud. They got a chant going tonight. Some stomping. That's how you want to see the students go. Trips left to the wide side of the field. Here's Hall. Sprints out left. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Nowhere to look right now. Takes a spin, and he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Hey, Sean strung it out.
I think they wanted to put the ball in the hands of their leader and a great athlete, and Corner Canyon saw that one coming. They made sure their corner stayed stout. Their defensive end and outside linebacker got outside. Good job by Jaron to look for the holes and not go backwards too much. But it's going to be 4th and a very long way. So a punt coming right here from the Golden Eagles. 2 men back to return for Corner Canyon. And we've got a timeout coming from Corner Canyon. Back to receive for them. When that happens, it's going to be Nate Cutler. Power on the defensive side. Some good work in the secondary from Corner Canyon. So down 17-3, punting from their own end zone. The Golden Eagles looking to turn favor back their way.
And the birthday boy, Mr. Tom Porter. Happy birthday, Tom.
Hey, Mike, that was a good defensive series.
4th and 22 officially.
Yeah, the one where we reversed ground. There was another one where we broke contain, but we got it. Now, if we keep contained.
Keaton Tippett back to punt.
And dropping that spy in his eyeball lane was killing him.
Good snap. Clean kick. And that one's picked up by Cutler, and he moves in and out through a few players and gets himself down to the 28-yard line. So good field position for a Corner Canyon Charger team looking to add to their lead. We'll see if Maple Mountain, who's going to step up, hopefully get the ball back in their own hands, make a good stop here, keep them out of easier field goal range. It's time to step up. Maurer and Nufe going to plug up that center. They look ready to go. Gerard Blanthorne, your tackle leader for Maple Mountain on the other end. It looks like some pressure might be coming from Maple Mountain. Not a lot of blitzing from either team tonight so far. Right over the middle and a wide open and down to the 1. It looks like he's at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Check this out, just over the middle. No safety in the area. They get it to 6'4", Trevor Miller, 6'4", 220. A very big man coming across the middle, getting himself, and he's tall, getting himself in a spot where he puts the ball in his hands, and when you're streaking down the middle, it looked like something you would have seen out of Gronkowski or Jimmy Graham. Just a big man with space in the middle, able to take it down right to the 1. We'll see about this goal line stand. Power eye with Borg in the backfield. To the running back. He's met in the backfield, strung along, but he stays on his feet. And into the end zone is Tyler Critchfield for the Chargers, and they will move their lead. You can see a great stand in the middle here, and Maurer gets in the backfield, strung along but never wrapped up, and Critchfield able to continue that run outside, stay on his feet, and get into the end zone. A good job by clogging the middle from Maple Mountain, but nobody able to wrap him up, take him down, and by that time the edge was open for him. So 23-13, a 10-point lead after a 20-point swing, and one more there, 11-point lead. So now from being down 10, they're up 11 are the Corner Canyon Chargers. So work to do with 5:17 left in the half for Maple Mountain. They'll get a fresh drive. If Brandon were here, so my buddy Brandon, usually here to call alongside me, he's vacationing right now. I believe he's actually in attendance at the Taylor Swift concert. Take that as you will. But I know he's a big fan of special teams turning the tide, and I think that is one thing that could really move things forward for Maple Mountain. And another is stopping the turnovers, keeping the ball in your hands, because clearly giving the field position, giving the ball to Corner Canyon is what's really hurt them. They've had some good plays. They're definitely a strong team, but Maple Mountain right now, just letting those mistakes get the better of them. So a lot of different return men have been back tonight for Maple Mountain. Right now, Harrison Casper's back there. I believe with Edwards, I'll have to take another look to that right side returner. Here's the kick, and it will be Casper from the 4. He looks to fake the reverse once again, and he tries to move inside one of his blockers and gets wrapped up. Unfortunately, the fake reverse not fooling anyone, and there was no lane for Casper to try and hit up, so a long field for Maple Mountain. I don't think Maple Mountain particularly is scared of a long field. I think they know they're capable of getting yards in chunks, and they have made mistakes with short yardage. Tonight it's been a good job from Corner Canyon of keeping those fields long, but unfortunately mistakes have been made before it comes to the point where they can take advantage of a short field. So we'll see if Maple Mountain can get back to their scoring ways, down 24-13. Wilson by himself, wide left, trips out to the right, and moving outside. Reverse, not there. Now it might be back up the middle. This is Edwards finding some space. I apologize. That was Casper once again doing a great job of finding a seam up the middle. The wide, check this out, the reverse, the end around was not there. A good job by the end from Corner Canyon, but he finds the middle, finds a seam, gets his team a great chunk of yards and out of the deep part of their territory. And any play like that helps right now. Those individual performances are great because they've been backed up. One-on-one battle for Wilson, slants in, and a big overthrow from Jaron Hall. Hall's looks like there might have been a miscommunication there, but it's a one-on-one battle right there with Nate Cutler, who's had a good night tonight. They're letting him take Wilson on. Wilson's got the height advantage, but that time isolated a lot of open field, not able to connect. Looking at 3rd and short, about 1.5 yards for Maple Mountain.
Bring it up, Millage. Millage, bring it, Millage. Get up on the line and go, baby. Get up on the line and go.
Blitz coming here from Corner Canyon in a run right up the middle. Yeah! Able to move through a seam back to the line of scrimmage, and looks like after some trucking, a first down for Maple Mountain.
Colby Smith with the ball carrier gets the Golden Eagle first down.
Battle in the trenches there, and Colby Smith is able to get the first down, and that's what they were looking for. Move inside the blitz and get the yardage they needed.
3 by 1.
Colby Smith once again.
Yeah! Who made that?
And he gets maybe a yard or so.
Colby Smith with the ball carrier.
The hole was there. Looked like Colby hesitated a little bit, want to hit that hard, but a good job by the offensive line of Maple Mountain. Corner Canyon shuts the hole down early, but that seam on the outside is open.
Are you locking them out? Dead.
Here's Jaron from the shotgun. 3-step drop. Plenty of time over the middle to, just a little high for Edwards. But Edwards was in a one-on-one position with Spencer Sorensen, and that one just over his fingertips, but a nice route and good positioning. So 3rd and long for Maple Mountain, looking with 3:40 left in the half to get themselves a little bit closer to the Chargers.
No, we got it. Look at how wide the A is. Look at how wide it is.
3 right. Wilson out left, and Hall takes it, gets the edge, down the sideline, keeps making space, and he'll get a first down at the 39. He was able to just juke that first man on the outside.
First down and out to the
Check this out, taking himself all the time, just gets around that corner, hits this, heads to the sideline and able to turn it up and get enough yards. So not a bad edge play from Corner Canyon, but Hall too good that time, able to beat a couple one-on-one battles and use his speed to get to the edge. Here's a handoff to Smith right up the middle. Looks like 2 yards, 2.5, 3 yards on the dive. And I think that's great. I think that run game's got to get going even on the inside. We've seen Hall be able to get to the edge, but they've got to be able to run up the middle against that big front, and that helps the passing game a lot. So look forward to seeing those mixed up. 2nd and 7, and a toss on the option, and it's Smith, turns on the jets, and then gets tripped up by Dallin Lee, who has thus far made probably the play of the game that turned the tide for the Chargers.
Third and 6, ball to 45.
What do you got?
3rd and 6 near midfield, 6 yards to go before they get into Charger territory. Trips out left for Jaron Hall. And he'll take a big drop. He'll turn, nothing there initially, and he's just going to launch it deep, and the ball just turned in time was the corner. A little bit short was that ball, but looking for all the marbles down there were Butler and Wilson. Butler, who's on the play of the ball, and a punt coming, it seems, for the Golden Eagles. So nothing on the initial pump. A good job by Jaron Hall of getting himself back in position to create an opportunity. He puts it down the center of the field, and just a little bit short, and a late turn from Braxton Kuhn for the Chargers, and it'll be punting time for Maple Mountain. Look to see if they can pin them deep. Nice punt here, down to about the 20. Fair catch called at the 21, and that's where the Chargers will take over. Maple Mountain will try and disrupt this offense and return the ball to their team with maybe another chance before the half. Only 2:14 left to go in the first, but hopefully they can turn things around and try and get their offense another chance. And the Chargers are going to go out there and try and advance this lead even further after reversing the momentum of this game. Looks like Borg is back there at quarterback still. 1st and 10 from the 21. Sorry, from the 16. And he has swallowed up a good community effort of tough football, and a frustrated Maple Mountain team may have had a penalty back there.
There's a flag on the play.
If so, it'll be half the distance to the goal if it is a personal foul, and I'm not sure what else it would be.
Personal foul against Maple Mountain.
It will be after the whistle, some extracurricular activity from Maple Mountain, and there was a big group in there. Unfortunately, couldn't see who may have put a little extra out there, but tough break for Maple Mountain, and the field position will advance for Corner Canyon. A little bit frustrated after playing so well to be down a little bit, but you got to keep your head on your shoulders if you're the Golden Eagles.
We're probably gonna. I'm hoping that we can.
2:05 left, no 2-minute warning in high school football, so we'll play through and see how the tide turns at the end of this half.
Mike, what are you thinking about?
Borg with the delayed count. Critchfield moving outside, getting off tackle. Then a good job of Maple Mountain by getting to the ball.
Jim, can you turn your mouthpiece?
Check this out, about a 4-yard gain. Just an off tackle, a little bit delayed handoff. But a good job of stringing outside by Maurer, getting there first, and his teammates come to help him take down the charging Charger, as it were, Tyler Critchfield. Trips right, Morgan shotgun. Run right up the middle, Critchfield once again. A flag coming. It looked like there was a hold as they tried to pull him down in that hole.
Stopped on the play by Maurer.
About a 3.5 yard gain, but the penalty will be on Corner Canyon.
Yeah.
Holding, so they'll move back 10 yards and have about a 2nd and 15.
Ball is placed back at the 21-yard line.
So between about out.
32nd and 16.
So after penalties traded, 2nd and a long, long ways for Corner Canyon. And a run right up the middle again, and a good job tripping up the runner there from Maple Mountain, limiting damage, and they did a good job on the edges to make sure no big lines, no big lanes become available, and it's 3rd and 10, right back to that original line of scrimmage. Maple Mountain will call a timeout with 53 seconds to go. See if maybe they can get a stop on 3rd down and get one more possession, one more opportunity for a big play for themselves before the half.
We go wide, correct. Mike? Okay, man, we got a minute.
So down by 11, which is 2 scores. If New Maple Mountain can capitalize on a 2-point conversion, they've got a strong kicker back there in Tanner Dayton. So you look at 11 points as a possible 2-score. Of course, you want to get in the end zone every time. So in that manner, definitely within 2 scores. But they'll look to keep the momentum going their way. End the half on a positive note. It's been a swinging game. Both teams have had their moments. But looks like under center and 2 tight ends set, 1 back. First time we've seen that. Here's Borg. The handoff right up the middle, and that gets swallowed up. Maple Mountain comes in, takes him down, and that timeout, the final timeout for Maple Mountain is taken, and they're going to get the ball back with roughly 48 seconds to go.
Okay, all right.
4th and 10 on the punt here for Corner Canyon.
Maple Mountain takes a timeout.
And Maple Mountain's going to take advantage of their timeout, regroup, get a plan together for the return. We'll see if they put 2 return men back. You do see that. We've seen it on kickoff, faking the reverse. Maybe capitalize and try the reverse this time. It looks like Butler is going to head back and be the return man for Maple Mountain. The up back, Carter Shaw. Oh, James Wilson is back there, not Butler. And he'll look to turn this in favor. A spiraling kick that looks like it's going to go out of bounds and
yeah, burn the clock.
Came right back inside. So a favorable bounce. No return possible, and the ball dies, stays in bounds right about the 30, so no bad field position, but just the fact that that ball came back in and didn't fly out of bounds, good situation for the Chargers, and it's going to be 39.4 seconds that Jaron Hall and the Golden Eagles will have to bring this ball 70 yards and try and get a score and make this a much more manageable deficit in the second half.
Nate, back up. Nate, back up!
Twins each way for Jaron Hall. 3-step drop.
Screen!
The inside swing screen. First time seen that tonight. Wilson, tries to move inside, had some room outside, and barely gets caught up. And that is a play that we saw be unsuccessful last week. This time, barely. Calvin Milich able to grab his ankles. Only a 3-yard gain, but there was a lot of green there. Looked like it could be a possibility. Hall, quick outside.
Yeah!
And that one gets stopped very quickly. And that was Harrison Casper. 5 seconds. Looks like this half is going to run out before Maple Mountain is able to get another snap off. Not as clock aware as he could have been. See that there? Casper just swallowed up, and Maple Mountain was trying to get back to the line and get a bit of a play together, but not able to get anything for halftime. So we're going to go into the half, and we're going to have an interview we may duck out to at any moment with Kirk Boyer down on the sideline. But the first half was a back and forth affair, ending on a positive note for the Chargers, frustrating note for the Golden Eagles. Turnovers, the story of the half. So we'll see how that turns in the second half. We'll head to a break, and we look forward to hearing from Coach Boyer in just a moment.
You guys.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.